This is a product from something called Fly Colour and came via Gearbest. It is an all-in-one 4 ESCs with BL heli running on top here, an F3 flight controller. So I thought we'd try this out. First problem is, although it looks like it's sort of 250 design, if I look at this ZMR frame here, it's not going to go on there unless we take those middle risers out. I don't think it's going to mess too badly with the strength, but let's try and see. Well, hello, welcome to the field, and hopefully I'm filming myself. I'm here today to try an FPV Maiden this, which is a 3D version of the ZMR. I've managed to hover it in the garden. I've not tried any FPV, I've certainly not tried any 3D, so I thought it might be interesting to try and film myself commentating, which is possibly just going to end up in screaming, but you know, I'll give it a go. I think my biggest worry is that having the sort of 0 point of here is like up and then reverse. Obviously I'm so used to dropping the throttle if I've got a problem, but perhaps my most important switch is here, which is arm, and if I set that unarmed it should kill the motors instantly. So let's just go for it, shall we? See what happens. What could possibly go wrong? So no HD recording, so we're going to be doing it on the on Fat Sharks, but hopefully we'll get more than just and me going to fetch it over and over again. So setting throttle middle, getting ready to arm, and self-level mode equals is putting it into 3D. Is it into 3D? No, it's in 3D all the time. Hang on. Yes, I think that's right. Well, let's see. Let's try it on him now. Yeah, that arms. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we are flying. It's pretty bumpy, I have to say. I'm just going to see if I do just taking it round a little lap to start with. Oh, this is really bumpy. At the same point, it's pretty windy, but it was not great anyway. So this is good. This is quite sedate at the moment. Flying quite low. So what I'm going to do is I think a bit more height. Quite gentle. I'm going to try rolling over into 3D. Here we go. Oh, it seems to work. Whoa! Whoa! What happened? I went up, but I think the combination of these, or the wobbliness of this generally, and the wind, which is now deciding to blow a bloody gale, is not really helping my cause fantastically. Wind's coming back from me, so I should be able to. Here we go. Oh shit. I instantly dropped the throttle, of course. Okay, let's go find. Okay, that's different. The reason I'm back without a quad and I'm basically turning around and going back to it is because, okay, the quad's found. The quad seems to be in good shape, but the VTX has disappeared. I think upside down, the antenna must have got pulled on the grass and that's ripped out somewhere, and rather than leave the GoPro 100 yards away, I thought I'd wander on back with my stuff, leave the quad exactly where I found it, and see if I can figure out where it is. There's the quad. No issues there. This grass is pretty long, so it's okay, so I just need to start searching. Back in a bit. Okay, quad was there. Run over here. think I've lost it again now. It's pretty tricky, but yeah, it seems in okay shape. Let's strike this back on. So a slightly unconventional fix here, in terms of a little couple of ties and then a funny bend in this. I have to say, it's seen better days, so we shouldn't hit it. I guess one of the problems is it didn't fly particularly well right way up, which might be PIDs. It might be these very cheap and crappy King Kong motors that I decided to use because they were cheap. But I put a different profile, slightly lower PIDs. I'll try flying with this and see if it's any better. But obviously, if it's wobbly, it's no good flipping upside down close to the thing when your orientation is like you don't know where it's going to go. Well, I don't. Anyway, let's try that again. Oh man. Not very smooth. Back over. Oof, man alive. I don't really think I've got the hang of it. In terms of the positions where you go, but mainly because it's as bumpy as buggery is the big problem. So if I do, wind is coming from behind me, so I should be okay to roll kind of the front. Oh, this is really nasty in terms of the wind and the bumps. Where am I? I don't know. Jesus Christ, when it goes back over, it's violent. I don't know why it's that violent. I guess it's that sudden change of the props. Suddenly whoops it one way or the other. It's a little bit scary. I suppose it's knowing when to do it. How on earth you do shit. Sorry that. Oops. Saw my face quite close there. Alright, that wasn't too bad to find. Simple battery unplug. I've got to say, despite the crashes, these props pretty strong. I mean, it flies like shit, obviously, but it hasn't broke anything that time. Seems alright. Let's do it again, shall we? My problem is I'm coming upside down. I can't really see where I am. And so I flicked over, I saw me, big panic, and the transition between... I want to go low down so I can sort of see something and then be able to go back up, but of course not knowing where you are equals mass panic in the transitions, and just... The area, you know, it's alright, but it's quite small when you're drifting around with some forest little copter. Well, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Here we go. Away. Jesus. Yeah, I didn't. When I flicked over, reverse the motors, it was kind of sideways, so not a smooth transition, that one. Let's try it again. Over. That's better. But how do I come down? I'm going to need a bigger field to get the hang of sort of, you know... Oh, there's a dog walker there. I better get away from him. To get the hang of, you know, descending upside down and stuff. There. God, Jesus, it's frightening. yaw was. Let's try that again, shall we? Went up. Rotate. Went up again. Whoop, yeah. That midpoint is like the motors stop, but they don't stop. There has to be an air mode there of some sort. But it gives the impression, given that tumble, that it is. Let's do one more. Ooh, no, that was bad, that was bad. And we're down. What happened that time is I transitioned over to reverse, or the other way, and found myself the wrong way up. Having to try and come back out then. Can't hear any beeper. Let's look at RSSI. What I'm doing here, I'm looking at the RSSI on my radio. If you can't hear the beeping, then I'm just playing like hotter or colder with this. We're going up here, so go down there. Boom, boom. Colder. It's a fun game. At some point I expect to hear the beeper. Up to 70 now. To 1. Quite high here. Oh, we're at 71. I can just hear a distance beeping. Let's follow the beep. 74. Yeah, this is getting better, isn't it? In the 90s. Here it is. What we got? Nothing particularly wrong. Well, I did confidently pick it up and say, oh, not much wrong, but I did actually manage to break a prop this time. The rest of it looks fine though. Actually, funnily enough, that actually came down that way that time and it still managed to break a prop, but all the other times it was upside down, it was fine. I've got one more LiPo left, but I'm inclined to get this so I can tune it better. Every time it was turning over and I was inverting, it could shake itself into a different position, which didn't go very well. And as I can't swap the profiles, I might fit one of the micro minimo SD so I can try messing around with the tuning a bit, because at the moment, because it's such a violent shake when it swaps back and forth, that it can knock you completely out. The wind's not helping, but I think it could be better. So let's go and fit some more on, and I'll leave it there for now. But there you go, that was me trying to do 3D and trying to commentate. See you next time.